allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're live.
Thank you, everyone. Good morning. Nina, would you please call the roll?
Mayor Lynch,
Yes.
Member Finley,
Present.
Member Lewis,
Yes.
Member Sonity.
You will not be attending today.
Member Williams. Scott was on, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. I think his volume's not working, but he's there.
Mhm.
Okay. Scott, we can't hear you. Can you guys see Scott?
We can't because we're looking at the agenda, so we only see you, Nina.
Okay.
We
I
can
see
see Scott.
Scott.
We can see him.
I can't see him. I don't know how I'm
I
set
don't know
up.
how it is either.
Maybe let me see if I can get participants in there.
Yeah, if you scroll across at the top, you can see him depending on the view that you have.
Can you guys
Fine.
hear me now?
Yes.
Thank you, Scott.
Okay. We have the approval of the minutes from the December 22nd meeting.
I make a motion, we approve the minutes from the December 22nd meeting.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Jamie, seconded by Shauna. Is there any discussion? If not, Nina, please call the roll.
Mayor Lynch,
Yes.
Member Finley,
Yes.
Member Lewis,
Yes.
Member Williams.
Yes.
We have unfinished business. These were the bulk item appeals that we had last month, and we couldn't connect with Randy, so he's on to review those bulk item appeals.
Yes, Madam Mayor and board members. For the unfinished business, the one on Jefferson and the one on Irving, I'm asking the board to consider to reverse those. The residents did the bulk item forms, and they indicated that they did place the bulk items, but during that time we missed them and we picked them up on a non-amnesty week, and we did charge those residents. So I'm asking the board to consider reversing those. For Joanne, that was a wrong house. So we actually got the wrong address and charged that resident at 2976. So I'm asking the board to consider reversing that bulk item appeal as well. Any questions?
So Randy, the one on Jefferson, Irving, and Joanne, we'd like to waive those or reverse those.
Yes, sir.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
So we have a motion to reverse the bulk item appeals on Jefferson, Joanne, and Irving Street. Is there any further discussion? If not, Nina, please call the roll.
Mayor Lynch,
Yes.
Member Finley,
Yes.
Member Lewis,
Yes.
Member Williams.
Yes.
So under new business, we have pay apps. We have pay app number 6. Is that you, AJ? Or Sandy?
Yeah, if we could, Sandy, could you please proceed?
Sure. Pay app number 6 is, well, actually, all 3 of these pay apps are final invoices for our 2020 street paving project. Pay app number 6 is for the retainage left on Boulder Avenue. It is in the amount of $29,365.33.
So we will need a motion to approve pay app number 6.
I'll make a motion to approve pay app number 6 for $29,365.33.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Scott, seconded by Shauna. Is there any further discussion? If not, Nina, please call the roll.
Mayor Lynch,
Yes.
Member Finley,
Yes.
Member Lewis,
Yes.
Member Williams,
yes,
We have pay app number 7.
App number 7 is for the retainage on Swanson Road. It is in the amount of $41,959.99.
You have a motion to approve pay app number 7.
I'll make a motion to approve payout number 7 in the amount of $41,959.99.
I'll second that.
We have a motion by Shauna, seconded by Jamie to approve pay app number 7. Is there any further discussion? If not, Nina, please call the roll.
Mayor Lynch,
Yes.
Member Finley,
Yes.
Member Lewis,
Yes.
Member Williams,
yes,
We have pay app number 8.
App number 8 is for the retainage of Dombey Road. It is in the amount of $35,946.16.
I'll make a motion that we pay app number 8 in the amount of $35,946.16.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Jamie, seconded by Shauna to pay app number 8. Is there any further discussion? If not, Nina, please call the roll.
Mayor Lynch,
Yes.
Member Finley,
Yes.
Member Lewis,
Yes.
Member Williams,
yes,
We have permission to seek bids for the 2021 street paving and repair project. Would that be you, AJ, or Sandy?
Sandy, I could take this one. Late last year, the city of Portage was awarded 2020 round 2 community crossings matching grant. There were 3 streets listed in our grant application to the state of Indiana, including Central Avenue between Willow Creek Road and Poplar, Swanson Road from US 20 to Central Avenue, and then the 2 streets near the intersection of Lute and Swanson, Lute Road between Swanson and the bridge, and Aspen Avenue between Swanson and Willowdale. What we're doing here is seeking permission to seek bids for the paving of those 3 or 4 locations.
Do we have
I
a
make a
motion?
motion to allow the community to. Oh,
Scott, we
someone
didn't
else
hear.
is- yeah, I'm having a problem with my audio. If someone else could make that motion, I appreciate it.
Okay. Would someone else please make that motion in lieu of Scott's audio not working?
Absolutely. I'd like to make the motion that we seek bids for the 2021 street paving and repair project that Mr. Monroe just shared with us.
I'll second that.
We have a motion by Shauna, seconded by Jamie to seek bids for the 2021 street paving. Is there any further discussion? If not, Nina, please call the roll.
Mayor Lynch,
Yes.
Member Finley,
Yes.
Member Lewis,
Yes.
Member Williams,
Yes,
We have the Abbenmarsh contract. Would that be you, AJ?
Yes. In 2020, the Redevelopment Commission was kind enough to pay for municipal engineering services to the city of Portage. In this last budget cycle, monies were listed in the department's budget for contracting of those services. And so we would like to continue as the Department of Planning and Community Development with Abbenmarsh. We found them to be very responsive and attentive to our needs in 2020, and would like to continue with that. As you know, we continue to make our way through some financial difficulties and challenges. And I would just want to let you know that in working with Abbenmarsh in 2020, we had a very good working relationship with them. And while we had set aside in the budget $60,000 for these services, we ended up spending a little over $22,000 for the services in 2020. So very similarly to the comments that I made to the Redevelopment Commission last year, the department will continue to be very attentive in the management of this contract with Abbenmarsh, and only seek services when needed. More importantly, we have an engineering firm here in Abbenmarsh that will only render services when they're needed. And so again, I would like to make the recommendation to the board to approve the contract with Abbenmarsh to provide engineering services to the Department of Planning and Community Development for calendar year 2021.
Do we have a motion to approve the Abbenmarsh contract for the Redevelopment Commission?
I'll make a motion that we reapprove the contract for them for the Planning Commission.
I'll second.
We
Sorry.
have a motion by Jamie, seconded by Shauna, to approve the Abbenmarsh contract for the year 2021 for the Redevelopment Commission. If there are no questions, Nina, please call the roll.
Mayor Lynch,
Yes.
Member Finley,
Yes.
Member Lewis,
Yes.
Member Williams.
Yes.
Thank
We have
you.
the contract with Blue and Company with the fire department. Is someone from the fire department on to explain that?
Let me see that. They were on.
Okay,
I don't see anyone on from the fire department. I do know that what this company does, if anyone's not familiar, is they go after monies that could have been collected or should have been collected by Medicare, Medicaid, whether they should have paid more. Oh, wait a minute. I see Randy. Hang on. Randy, can you talk?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
There you go. Yep.
I kept raising my hand. I was trying to get your attention. Yes, we do this for our EMS for our ambulance billing. What happens is Medicare, they only give us a small percentage of what we bill. And then we get this company to come in and they give all the statistics and rebill everything, saying why we charge what we charge and all of our stats and things. And we're able to recoup a whole lot more of our Medicare billing. So it's for what we pay for it, they do a ton of work for us, and it's very profitable for the city.
I'll make a motion that we renew the contract with Blue for the fire department for the year 2021.
I'll second.
we have a motion by Jamie, seconded by Shauna, to renew the Blue and Company contract for our fire department to recoup costs from Medicare. If there is no further discussion, Nina, would you please call the roll?
Mayor Lynch,
Yes.
Member Finley,
Yes.
Member Lewis,
Yes.
Member Williams.
Yes.
I would add too, I know that we only pay on a percentage, if I'm not mistaken, the additional amount that they're able to collect, right, Randy?
Yeah, it goes through Medicare and then also the Medicaid. They also do stuff through the Medicaid. So yeah, we recoup a whole lot more than what we would have if we just do it on our own.
Great, that's good news. So we have bulk item appeals on 6866 Old Porter Avenue. Randy?
Yes, I went by there. It's a very unique situation. The entrance of the driveway actually goes up a good 150 feet to the actual house off of Old Porter. So our guys got this messed up with the address next to him. So it was wrongfully charged to this resident. She did complete the bulk item appeal form. I'm asking the board to overturn this charge of $25.
Do we have a motion to reverse the charges of bulk item appeal on 6866 Old Porter Avenue?
I'd like to make that motion that we overturn the bulk item appeal at 6866 Old Porter Road in the amount of $25.
I will second that.
We have a motion by Shauna, seconded by Jamie. Is there any further discussion? If not, Nina, please call the roll.
Mayor Lynch,
Yes.
Member Finley,
Yes.
Member Lewis,
Yes.
Member Williams.
Yes.
So we have the claims. I think everybody was probably kind of shocked when they saw the amount of claims. So I would like Nina to just kind of bring our listeners up to date on why that is $17,804,000.
Yeah, so the reason it looks so high is we receipted in some bond proceeds. We receipted in some the rest of our allotment from the CARES funding. So we receipted into certain funds as we're required to, and then have to transfer it to other funds. So it seems like we spent a lot, but we really didn't spend it. We just had to move it around, if that makes sense.
So it went to the accounts that it was supposed to be sitting in,
Correct.
from the ones that we took money to get by.
Right. Well, and not even that, just so, for example, if I don't know what page it is on, because I'm sharing my screen. But if you look, there's, hold on a second, let me get out of here and pull it up. Can you guys still see my screen or no?
We still
see the agenda.
Now can you see my screen? Does it change or no? Okay.
No.
Also, we paid by the 15th of the month, all of our different bonds, even with the redevelopment commission, is due in any lease payments. So that's why it's also high. Things that get paid out of debt service. Let's see. We also had dormant ad funds that the council had approved, so we had to get that taken care of. So even though we're just moving money from one fund to, say, the general fund, it continues to accumulate the balance of the docket.
I
think the ones I was talking about was where it says repay loan to general from.
Yes, and that is for, yes. So there's also, anytime that the council approves any temporary loans, they're supposed to be paid back in the same year that they are borrowed. The council can extend that an additional 6 months, which fortunately they only had to with one temp loan last year. But that also adds to the balance of the register.
I just think for the sake of transparency, when we're paying out that amount of money, I like the public to be aware of what we're paying and why they're seeing that number.
Nina, what's the term transfer dormant fund? What's a dormant fund? Because there's a stretch of them.
Yes, there is. That will help our reports be not so thick next year or this year. So the council had approved in December, that we were able to dormant some funds that had not been used for some of them several years.
Because I see one from 2002.
Yes. We're able to take any remaining balance in that fund, transfer it to the general fund, and then we can dormant out that fund and just eliminate it so it's not on our books anymore. So all those things, like I said, accumulate, and then it leads to a $17 million pay register.
And we talked about this earlier last year, and so now I see it's back again, which is good. And that is the cable TV. And I'm assuming that we as constituents, that is those fees and things that we pay. And I'm assuming here, so please correct me if I'm wrong. It says that there's a temporary loan and that there's a repayment to something from that temporary loan.
Yes.
Okay.
The cable TV fund is a fund that we get revenues from Comcast that residents pay.
Mm-hmm.
We have eliminated that fund and shifted those revenues to just go to the general fund this year. And the council deemed the fund to be dormant, and so we still had to repay any outstanding temp loans, and then thereafter the fund was able to be dormanted, and then any remaining revenues be transferred to the general fund. And then moving forward, revenues would just be receipted into the general fund. The same with Riverboat. It just cleans things up and makes things more transparent.
And when we were working with Baker Tilly, that was one of the things that they brought up. Why did we have that? Other cities were already doing it. So it's not something that we do that nobody else does. We were not doing it and everybody else was doing it.
So it's a best practice and we should be doing it.
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
The same thing goes with the city had a employee health fund, which was okay, I guess, if it fully funded healthcare premiums, or if we were still self-insured, but we're not. And the fund was still having to borrow monies, temp loans. It wasn't covering the cost. We're well over $5 million for healthcare premiums. The fund was collecting barely a little over 3.5. It just didn't make sense. So we shifted that percentage of our levy to the general fund also. And then when we did the budget, we just made sure to account for each department's healthcare premiums in their own department budget within the general fund.
Okay. Thank you for the explanations, because this really helps, the constituents, and it helps us as we're still, learning what all of this stuff means. So thank you.
Thanks. And it's still not a perfect story. There's still room for improvement.
I think you've done a great job, Nina, because I think we truly are moving in the right direction. It's just a lot of cleanup work and a lot of doing things the way we should be doing them.
Yes.
So little by little, we're going to get there. So if there are no more questions, I will entertain a motion to approve the claims.
I will make that motion to approve the claims in the amount of $17,804,358.89.
I will second that.
We have a motion and a second. Are there any further questions on the claims? If not, Nina, please call the roll.
Mayor Lynch?
Yes.
Member Finley?
Yes.
Member Lewis?
Yes.
Member Williams?
Yes.
Attorney Whitten, do we have any major illness claims?
No, there's none this month. There are, but they're not on this meeting.
Okay. Is there any other business deemed to come before this board?
Yeah, Madam Chairman. I think it's a practice that we're continuing to try to follow in terms of letting the Board of Works know when different departments in the city are making grant applications. The Department of Planning and Community Development will be making application on January 29th for Community Crossings Matching Grant 2021 Round 1. We're meeting later today with Nina and Mayor and a few others here in City Hall to talk about how to kind of find the funds for that grant. So I just want to put you on notice that we intend to make that application here later in the month. Also, we have made a grant application or two to Lake Michigan Coastal Program. And we're continuing to pursue that. That would be the local match there would be provided by the Redevelopment Commission. And we do have an intention to make application to the Indiana Trails Program for another project. And again, that one would also be the local sponsor would be the city's Redevelopment Commission. So again, just to talk a little bit about some of the other things that we're trying to pursue. those are several grant applications we intend to make here soon. So just to let you all know what we're up to.
Good job, AJ. You're moving right along there. I think you're really getting our redevelopment commission in shape, and I really appreciate all hard work that you guys are doing in that department.
Thank
It'll
you.
only enable us to do more projects in our city. So these grants are so helpful to us. I would like to remind everybody that on January 18th, it is Martin Luther King Day, and our city will be closed in honor of Martin Luther King Day. So just to remind everybody that our city offices will be closed. Is there any other information or questions or things to come before this board? If not, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
We have a motion by Shauna, seconded by Jamie. Nina, please call the roll.
Mayor Lynch,
Yes.
Member Finley,
Yes.
Member Lewis,
Yes.
Member Williams.
Yes.
I'd just like to thank the board again for agreeing to serve this second year of our administration. You've been so helpful, and I love that you ask all these questions and that we're trying to get on the right track with our clerk treasurer and approving our claims so that we all know what we are approving for our residents. So thank you all again for your participation on this board.
Thank you for asking us to serve, and thank you for your leadership. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
You're
Everybody
welcome,
have a
Mayor.
great day.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Everybody be safe.
You too.